Hi, so today we're going to be pickling walnuts. So you may say, what are pickled walnuts? Well, growing up in England, the pickled walnuts were eaten during like Christmas supper, Christmas tea. So they go well with cold meats, cold turkey, cold ham, cheeses. They are the walnut green before any shell has formed inside. You've still got all the structure of what would become the shelled walnut with the walnut inside. All the structure's there, but it's not hard, it's soft. And they go jet black when they're being pickled, absolute jet black. They are a very interesting complex flavour, very difficult to describe. All I can say is you need to try it. So now I live in Texas. Impossible to get pickled walnuts, so I have missed them over the years, but I discovered that there is a farm called Romanio Farms in California, mountlessing.com. I'll put the thing in the comments. And you can buy these from them and they will post them to you, which is great. You have to do this mid-May, mid to late May. After that they start to form the nut and they're no good. So what's the process? Well, the process is we are going to prick these with a fork all over, and then we're going to brine them for a week in a salt water mix of about 6:1. So 6 parts water to 1 part salt. After a week you change the water or change the salt and add fresh brine to it, and then after that you discard the brine, and that's when we get into the pickling, which is mixed spices, which you can do yourselves. I bought this one. It's just a general pickling spice. It's got all the usual little chaps in there. This is an easy way of doing it. And malt vinegar. So I use malt vinegar. You can use pickling vinegar, but I think that's just a little cheaper. I like English malt vinegar which is non-sugared. If you buy malt vinegar here in the States, they put fructose syrup in it, which makes it very sweet. So let's get on with it. One warning: the juice from these comes out clear and then turns black, and it will turn anything it touches black. If you get it on your skin, the only way to get it off is to let it grow off. So you'll have black hands for 30 days at least. So it is very important that you use gloves, and I'm using a metal container. If you use a plastic container, it will be black when you're finished and you will not be able to get the black off. So there you go. Make a start here and we'll start pricking them. Right, I worked out that a standard mason jar takes 30, so I've got 210 here, so I'm going to need 7 jars. So I'm just going to start pricking them all over. Lots. This is going to be very tedious. We're just going to prick them all over like this. So if you see, they're just going to be pricked like that. Already my hands are starting to get stained. Okay, well, I'm going to get on with this and I'll catch you all in a minute. Okay, well that was way more tedious than I was expecting. What I forgot to mention is you've got to pull off all the little stalks. Make sure that you don't have any of the old stalks left on, because they'll just become a little hard bit in the process. So here we are. They are now all pricked, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is give them a rinse. Give them a good rinse off. Get rid of my gloves. I had to change halfway through because I pricked my glove. So rinse them off, and then we'll mix up the brine, put the brine in, and then that'll be it for today. So let's get the gloves off. Ugh, these are. One of those. To one. We're just making a cold brine. Get that all dissolving. Tip that in there. A little bit more, I think. So. Yeah, how about making a mess? Okay. Not super important the strength of your brine, but you don't want it too weak though. How are we doing now? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we'll put the lid on and we'll leave it in a cool, dark place for 1 week, and then we're going to change that brine and leave it there for another week, and then I'll catch up with you then. Cheers. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks. As you can see, they're all brined up. So what I'm going to do now is give them a bit of a rinse off, and then we'll get the pickle mix ready and we'll bag them up and bottle them up. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, here also I've got the I'm going to use some mason jars for this, nice and easy. Now these haven't blackened as much as normal, they're still a little green, but they've had their time. So I'm going to carry on anyway. I'm just going to pop them in the jars, and I think hopefully they'll blacken up a bit more with the pickling process. Now you don't have to sterilise the jars, because the that'll all happen in the pickling process. So I'm just going to, I think I calculated it was 30 of these per jar. So, and then I'm going to fill one up and empty it, and then that'll tell me how much mix I'm going to need to do all of them. These are quite, they're not very big ones, these ones, which is actually quite nice. And they're also very uniform size, so they're going in the jars quite easily. Still using the gloves. Because they're staining the gloves still. So. I think I estimated 7 jars, so we'll see if that's right. They may have shrunk a little bit. Yes, it's going to be 6 jars. So that's okay. I'll take some of these from the others. That's pretty much exactly right. 6 jars. Okay. Get rid of that. Take off the gloves now, I'm not going to be touching them. Okay, now I'm going to work out how much fluid I need. So I'm just going to fill one of these and then drain the fluid off, measure it and times that by 6, and then we'll get on with the making of the pickling solution. Okay. Okay, so I measured the fluid required in one of these and it was 450 millilitres. So I call it 500 millilitres times 6 is 3 litres. So I've got my 3 litre jug and I've got my English malt vinegar. Now there are several different recipes for doing this bit. There's one which is like a caramelizing recipe where you put a lot of brown sugar and you boil it up with the brown sugar and it caramelizes the pickled onions as well. I personally don't like sweet pickles, so I don't want to do that. And there's other ones which you just add a little bit of sugar, or if you buy American malt vinegar, it has a lot of fructose syrup in, which makes it very sweet, which also I don't like. So this is good old-fashioned, lovely English fish and chip vinegar. Oh yes. Actually, even this is a little sweeter than Sarson's. 0,000. No, it says it's just vinegar. So that's good. Okay, so what we're going to do is just pour that in here. Now the pickling spices I'm going to use, it's a mix you can buy. So this has cinnamon, allspice, mustard seeds, coriander, bay leaves, ginger, chilies, cloves, black pepper, mace, cardamom, and a sulfiting agent. So a good old mixture. So this is your usual kind of pickling spice mix. So I'm going to open this up. Actually, I don't need these now. I've read that. And I'm going to give it a good. I'll probably use half of this. That's good. Give it a bit of a stir. Whoa, you can really smell the cinnamon in that. Ooh. Okay. 1, And light. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring this to the boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes, and then let it cool down a bit, and then we can put it in the jars. Great. They're boiling for a while. That mix was actually more pungent than I was expecting, so I did actually remove a lot of what I put in. So now it's smelling better. Okay. So I'm just going to ladle this in. Since I moved to America, we tend to have here a typical traditional English Christmas dinner, but at tea time, when the cold meats come out and the cold turkey comes out, I have missed pickled walnuts. So this year I'm really looking forward to these. Let's show you what these look like. Okay, so here they are. You can see I've just got them all topped, so the vinegar is they're all just under the surface. So I'm going to leave those. So what's now? It's mid-June, and these should be ready for Christmas. So I'm going to just put these in a cool, dark place, in other words the pantry, and bring them out at Christmas. Excellent. Hope you found this fun. I definitely have enjoyed this, and I'm definitely going to enjoy eating them. So until the next video, catch you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.